Okay, it's officially time to start packing and become a minimalist. Hello, and welcome to this video in which I inevitably try to become a minimalist, and hopefully, I will not fail as I pack and I try to remove stuff out of my life. First things first, this is a view of my corridor in my house and a lovely painting that my mother made from scratch. And then we move on into my extremely bluish and white room, all designed because of my parents, because I was in a boarding school, and yeah, all credits to them. Although the credit of putting up a bunch of plants and a zillion BTS posters goes to me. As you can see, the first monster that we're gonna deal with is a whole lot of crap of clothes. I have a lot of clothes, and this is cupboard number 1. Firstly, we look at a bunch of shirts, lined shirts, checkered shirts, denim shirts, all of that. Then we move on to an Indian clothes pile. Then we move on to some hair stuff, then some fancy tops that we can go out in, and then a basic t-shirt pile. Next, we look at the 5 drawers. The first drawer has a lot of pants, jeans, pants, shorts, all kind of pants really. The second drawer has, surprise, surprise, more pants again. And then the third and the fourth drawers have a lot of sweaters, jackets, hoodies, which will be needed in New York and not in a hot pot like Bombay. And the fifth drawer finally has a lot of bedding stuff, which is really just bedding stuff. So as I pack away my things for New York and I decide what to donate or what to sell, I want to make one thing very, very clear. Minimalism is not about making your life miserable, and it's not about suffering per se. It's not about taking things out of your life that you actually value and that actually bring you a lot of happiness and fulfillment. Well, frankly, I'm quite new to minimalism myself. I am definitely not a minimalist, as you can see by the amount of clothes that I have. And really, minimalism, from what I've read and what I have seen, the people who actually practice it, what I've learned is it's not about removing the things that you actually value. For example, if you like reading and if you feel like having a library filled with books and books and books that you've read previously is something that brings you happiness, well, then you should have it. Okay, but if you are a person who, quite frankly, is not like a fashion blogger or has a job that revolves around fashion, you probably don't need like 20 pairs of sweaters with different colors as seasons change. You really don't need that, and it's just a waste man lying around in the house and in the multiple cabinets and basements that you built for storing that stuff that, quite frankly, you're not going to use because you haven't used them in the past 6 months really. The actual job that minimalism is supposed to do for your life is to declutter and like cleanse and like clarify your life. Our human mind is so filled with so many thoughts all the time that we tend to not realize the importance of having a free, clean, spacious environment around us that allows us to operate and function as efficiently and as productively as we can. If your desk is filled with a gazillion things, 10 plants, 2 scented candles, 3 books, a pile of papers, some pens cluttered around, a painting or whatever, then you're not going to have the flexibility to work in an area where you can actually work without your mind subconsciously focusing on the clutter around you. Decluttering actually makes your life more easy and simple and more fulfilling. Okay, so after that nice peppy talk, the pile of clothes that are not organized basically are the ones that I'm going to give away and donate, and the piles that's organized, that I'm going to take with myself. The second monster over here is this cupboard that is filled with clothes that I really only wear on special occasions. So while I will be giving some of them away, but not all of them because, special occasions, so you need some of them. And then we have these 5 drawers. The first one is filled with a lot of mufflers and scarves. One of them is filled with a lot of bags, a lot of which I'll be giving away because I don't really use a lot of bags and handbags. And then a lot of the drawers are filled with just shoes, sportswear, formal wear, all kinds of shoes. Woohoo, the grand finale. Not really, I still have a lot of things I can still give away, but this is how the final cupboards look. Obviously, I have a lot of things that are packed away in my suitcase, but these are the things that I'll be living on in the remaining few days that I'm still here in my country, and I'm really proud of what I've achieved so far. this is the cardboard box and similar ones that I'm gonna fill with the stuff that I that's just lying all around my room, and it's an absolute mess, but I'm just envisioning the final result, and that's just keeping me going. Okay, as we record this voiceover for the 52nd time, geez, these are hard. This is one of the final boxes that I'm going to give away. It has a lot of my clothes and shoes, and I have this weird sense of attachment that I cling on to the stuff that I've used for years, but I know it's going to help some other people now, and it's also helping me in my minimalism strategy, and that's just what keeps me going. Speaking of value, I obviously have things that I don't want to give away but are not essential in every home. For example, my plants. I like my plants. My parents will care for them when I'm not here, and I'm not ready to part with them as of yet. And my books. Books is something that you can easily get rid of, and it's like a very easy strategy to start off your minimalism journey, but it's not for me because I spend hours into reading these different kinds of books, and I like seeing them around me, motivating me to read more and learn more, and also cherish the kind of books I've read so far. So not them. I'm not going to give away my BTS posters as well because a lot of them were gifted to me by my friends, and they add a lot of liveliness and happiness to my room, and that's obviously something that I value in my life. So yeah, not it. If you guys saw my stationery dorm haul video, I mentioned this folder, go buy it. It's, yep, a lifesaver. Then I have this play, it's by Bertolt Brecht, and it's called The Threepenny Opera, and it was the first play that my mentor Gabriel told me to read, and I absolutely loved it, and it has a lot of my markings and just things that I want to continue research on, so these kind of things are important and I'm not gonna let them go. This is a really nostalgic process. I just found this book that was gifted to me by my other mentor on my birthday, and some real memories coming up. I say this as I edit this video. It's been great to get started on the process of minimalism, and hopefully I can develop it even more. I will speak to you guys very soon in another video. Till then, think like a minimalist, or more precisely, an essentialist.